those things helped us work on this particular design competition in a very unique way. But I can tell you just in a nutshell, we were all very young, around the age of 30. I was younger than 30 at the time, and we had just been out of school, most of us, for a very short period of time. And we wanted to do something with ourselves and explore the world. It's always an interest when you're younger to reach out and spread your wings, see what all of that education meant in some way. Most of us do it inside the context of more senior people in offices that are already practicing, and all of us had done a little bit of that too before we came together. But we saw, all of us in different locations around the world saw the advertisement for this competition. It was a little bit hard to find, but we found it in different ways, and we thought to do it. And none of us knew each other all at the same time, so we were all friends of friends and in different locations around the world, Los Angeles, Oslo, and we thought, well, let's do it. And we started calling between friends, and we all agreed after some conversation that it'd be smart to do it together. And the Norwegian group in Oslo had a small studio called Snøhetta, and we in Los Angeles had a kind of loose association of people that were working on different projects in the area in California. And we thought, well, let's get together in Los Angeles because, interestingly, Los Angeles is on the same latitude as Alexandria in Egypt, and it faces a harbor, and it has very many similar characteristics, a dense urban environment and so on. And we all found a little place. We didn't have very much money. We were all just kind of young kids with not much at all and very little money in our pockets. And we used most of our money to set up a temporary studio. We didn't have a studio in LA. We just found an apartment space that was empty, and we bought a lot of wholesale food because we didn't have enough money to really buy a lot of food. Or we ate in the noodle shop next door, which was the cheapest place that we could buy. It was in Koreatown in Los Angeles, oddly enough, either on or next to a street called Alexandria. And we then sent off our competition, and we thought, well, when we looked at it, the design, we thought, well, we definitely are going to get noticed. The design was too unique for its time, but we didn't imagine that we would win first. And then sometime later, we got the calls that we had the first prize. We went to Egypt, and we arrived for the ceremony of the award, and they had never met us or knew who we were. It was an anonymous competition, so I think everyone went into a bit of shock when they saw how young and how poor we looked. We didn't even have a suit, most of us. We just put together what we had, or we went out and bought a suit, and a cheap suit somewhere in probably in Egypt. And then I remember thinking to myself and saying out loud to them when they looked astonished, well, it's a good thing you chose someone young, because an older designer will be dead by the time this project is finished. It's going to take a decade or more, and sure enough, it took 13 years, and we stuck with it. We worked on it to the point of near exhaustion or total exhaustion. We went bankrupt, again, and we finally delivered it and built it.